Luxury on a budget. This is a topic that coincidentally connects to quiet luxury, but most importantly connects to the fact that luxury prices have skyrocketed, especially during the lockdown and right after, and they keep skyrocketing. Certain brands like Chanel are now, well, for most people unreachable, at least when it comes to their timeless classic bags or the 255. But how do we deal with it today? And this is an interesting topic, luxury on a budget. I'm going to tell you what I believe is the correct way to proceed from here on out. Hear me out. What does this mean? Like buying that one piece that is going to give you a total look. So you don't need to spend $50,000 on a total look from the runway, but instead you got to be clever and shrewd and purchase the right object to then give the total fantasy of the actual brand. If you're up for that. If you're not, whatever. But, so, very important to state, first and foremost, well, first of all, subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, you can push the join button next to the subscription button, become a member today and gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, Super Dacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream every Saturday. And throughout the week as well, randomly. So I'm having my live co-chatters with me here while I'm live streaming. First and foremost, let me say this. Luxury has changed a lot from what it has been even 5, 6, 7 years ago. So when it comes to, for example, YouTube, right? And when we're watching videos on YouTube, unboxings of certain products, reviews of certain products today, if those videos are older, then we are kind of lacking the perspective of what the situation is today. Meaning today, everything costs much more. So, first thing I'm seeing, less unboxings happening of these really expensive high-end brands. And I'm seeing more and more the tendency of, on YouTube, videos being posted in the direction of criticizing what's going on, criticizing the quality of these products, because when the prices are that high, scrutiny of the consumer, as it should be, is also that high. But we still love fashion. We still love certain luxury objects. If we love them for the right reasons, we love them for the heritage, for the history of the brand, for the life biography of the designer who's the founder of the brand. You know what I mean. There's a lot of reasons to love luxury, to love fashion. Of course, there's also the wrong reasons. A lot of people just like to buy it for the logo so that they can show off that they can afford it. There are those people as well. And do I want to say that most people are that way? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie here. We got a lot of people do give me off those vibes of like, yeah, hey, look at that. I got a logo. But this video is about luxury on a budget, meaning let's focus on the essence, on the DNA, on the core of these brands. And at their core, what is there? What should we buy? Just in my humble opinion, and everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, just my opinion, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged. So, what would I buy to give me the vibe of a total look, even though I don't have the total look, even though I didn't spend the $50K for a total Chanel look or a total Hermes look or a total Louis Vuitton look or a total Dior look? And this is quite different from the video that I made before. But also you should check out that video called the Luxury Starter Kit. You know, like I have made a whole list of objects that you can buy to start your kit, but to start your luxury journey. It's like for people who want to start collecting luxury. Like I made a whole list of things that you could get to have a solid beginning for your collection. But that's another video. In this video, I'm not giving you tips for starting your collection. I'm just telling you that one thing you need. And that's all you need, believe it or not, okay? So, I'm already wearing, actually, the Hermes, one thing you need. Honest to God, I'm telling you this. You purchase one piece of their jewelry, recognizable for them, Doesn't have to have a logo, but this is the Champ d'Ancre bracelet, for example. Very typical design for Hermes. And it elevates your whole outfit. Look, what I'm wearing now, you might like it or not like it. It's just a plain white shirt, cut collar, and then I have this piqué cotton tank top, oversized, and then, you know, just a little pirate look today, but whatever. You add this, bam, the white shirt all of a sudden feels like the most expensive poplin. You enter an Hermes boutique with this on, or an Hermes ring on, you know what I mean, jewelry, one piece, and they're gonna know. The sales associates are gonna know. They're gonna be like, oh, if you know, you know. I'm telling you, with Hermes, it's not the shoes, it's not the belts, it's not, because the belt is, a lot of sales associates find it very tacky. You know, the belt with the H, the Kelly belt with the turnlock. Listen, as cute and pretty as they can be, and I'm not judging you if you like them, I'm telling you, the sales associates have had it officially of people asking about the Birkin, about the Kelly, about the Constance, about the Hermes H belt, about the Hermes Kelly belt. Find that sophisticated other that is very typical for the brand, but doesn't overpopulate the world. That's how you're gonna have the vibe, the zhuzh, the DNA of Hermes. You will. Trust you me. Trust you me. Yes, they have great leather. Sure. But leave the leather alone for a minute. We're just having one piece here. That means you're not going to drop $20,000 on a secondhand Birkin, because entering a boutique and asking for a Birkin without a purchase history, very difficult. Okay? So we're being reasonable here. You buy one piece of jewelry. This is silver jewelry. Doesn't break the bank like some other brands charge you for silver. You can also buy gold if you have more money at Hermes. But this one piece, and then you just wear no brand, no luxury white shirt, denim pants or other denim jeans or other pants, and you got the Hermes vibe with only having one Hermes piece. Hands down, I'm telling you, that's the only piece you need if you want to have the Hermes vibe going. And this is the right piece to have. Now, when it comes to Chanel, okay, look, now I do have this Chanel earring, which I'm going to take off because we're talking just one piece here. And I do have a Chanel ring. We're going to take this off as well. Okay, so because I would not recommend, this is like highly crazy piece that I love because I love my Chanel. So, but if you're going to have just one piece, okay, so just one piece of Chanel, it's in here. That's all you need. You want to have a Chanel look going for you? This is all you need. And I'm going to show you what it is. I'm not kidding. You want to look like Chanel from head to toe? This is all you need. Buy yourself a classic Chanel Camellia, made in France. These are handmade, so it gives you that haute couture vibe. Hold on. Okay. We are going to put it on, so you're going to see. Done. Chanel. Literally. I mean, that's all you need. You don't need a Chanel bag. You know why? Because the Chanel bags are so overdone. Everybody has one. Everybody has a fake one. You're just going to look ridiculous wearing a Chanel bag that now they charge $10,000 for it. You know, even if you have an authentic one, they're going to say, oh, you can't afford that. That's fake. So it's ridiculous. Having a Chanel bag nowadays feels like, oh, poverty. Seriously. It's like the opposite of luxury. It's ridiculous. It's become insane. But you see what I'm saying? It's all you need. That's all you need. That is all you need. Forget about me looking clownesque with all my makeup. Strip the makeup off. Fine. I'm shooting a video here, okay? Bear with me. I want to give a little bit of pizzazz, okay? But Forget about the makeup and everything. Just focus on your outfit, no brand, nothing expensive. It can even be a gorgeous outfit you found secondhand. You could spend $10 on a full outfit. You just put the authentic Chanel Camellia. That's the only thing you need to buy. That's the only, hands down. You don't need anything else from Chanel if you want to have a Chanel vibe. You just put this on and the whole look looks like Chanel. It looks like you're a total look Chanel. That's the one thing you need from Chanel is a good camellia. That's all you need. It's that simple. It's that simple. Forget about the freaking bags. Forget about their chains. Forget about their crappy earrings with the double C studs falling off, crystals falling. Forget about all that crap. The double C brooches. No. That is so tacky. That is really, that is like completely... When you put on a double C brooch, as nice as they are, don't get me wrong, the double C logo, I find it one of the most beautiful logos ever designed. But wearing the double C logo literally tells the world, oh, that's all I could get is a double C logo. But if you wear a camellia, you don't give off those vibes. You give off a vibe of somebody who's not desperate, but knows what they're doing. Now, just to be very clear here, I'm not judging anybody who loves the double C brooch and only has the double C brooch. I'm not judging at all. This video is not about that. This video is about telling you, if you want to look like you're wearing Chanel head to toe, what is that one piece you need to buy? I'm telling you, it's not the double C brooch. It's the camellia. Okay? Now we're moving into tacky territories. Why am I saying this? Because, so we take off the brooch, like we're not at Chanel anymore, Toto. We're not at Chanel anymore, Toto. We are somewhere else now, right? So, we are at Louis Vuitton. At Louis Vuitton, this is very, very difficult. Very difficult. It is actually the most difficult luxury brand to pull off because there's a lot of replicas, especially the monogram canvas, right? You never really know if somebody has a real one or not a real one because there's a lot of them all over the place. So what's that one piece that you should get from Louis that makes you look like you're dressed Louis head to toe? And truth be told, there is not, in my humble opinion, you let me know in the chats if you think that there is one thing from Louis that is the quintessential classy Louis that makes you look like, head to toe Louis. Because let's be honest here, it's not like being dressed head to toe Louis looks that good. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like since several years, like, oof, like, do you really want a total Louis Vuitton look? I sure hell don't. But anyway, but if you're going to have that one piece, you're going to have to accept the fact that Louis Vuitton is a little bit tacky. It just goes with the culture. I know that Arnaud said, Louis Vuitton is not fashion anymore. It's become culture because he's now the richest man and blah, 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 one of the richest in Europe and in the world, blah, blah. So he's now showing off how good he is at making Louis Vuitton what it is today. And he stated just in one interview some time ago, Louis Vuitton is culture. And if I look at Louis Vuitton and look at all their clothes and all their collections, seasonal pieces, and if I'm to think that's culture, then I'm also to think, well, then culture is dead. Okay, but so if we are to accept Louis for what it is, and it is a bestseller, people are loving it because it's selling like hotcakes, then I would tell you that one piece you get has to be monogram canvas. And I would also tell you it has to be the cheapest. By cheapest, I mean not affordable, but I mean of all of their price ranges, the one that costs the least amount of money, and that would be a bag, okay? Now, follow me here. I'm telling you, this is, we've already asserted that if we're going to go for Louis, one piece Louis and look like, okay, you know, we're going to have to accept the fact that we will look potentially tacky. Now, it all depends, you know, or like we're carrying a fake. So it all depends on how you put yourself together. What are the other clothes you're having? So coincidentally, you see, I chose a very interesting neutral combination of colors so that it could kind of fit with Hermes, with the Camellia, it could fit with Chanel. And now with Louis, you see where I'm hinting here? We're going for the brown hues. This is the bag I recommend. I know, but it is. I do recommend the pochette accessoires. I do. I know. Call me Kreskin. Call me Kreskin. It's tacky, sure. Does it look fake? Yes. This is an authentic one. You could check out my unboxing, by the way, and review videos on my channel here. There's a whole story that goes with this one. But if you're going to have that, just that one Louis piece, I would go for this one because it's not that old a design. But I mean, it's been around for decades, but not like since the 20s, like the Speedy. But it's small enough so that if you are in a pickle and you are in a moment where, you know what, you want to kind of hide, because you can't hide a Speedy. As much as the Speedy is my favorite Louis Vuitton bag of all time, okay? You cannot hide the Speedy. Follow me here. Because you know that you will be judged for this. It's just the way the world is. It's a logo. It's very visible. It is what it is. You know you're going to be. So you want something that holds your essentials. You need your phone. You need your wallet. You need your tissues, your perfume, your car keys. It all fits in here and then some. And then, you know, it can go, you know, over the shoulder, boulder holder. But also, as Bette Midler would say, in beaches. Shout out to Bette. But somebody's approaching you and you feel uncomfortable because you think, oh, look at them acting all bougie. I don't feel comfortable with them. Or they're approaching and you think, oh, look at them. They're going to snatch my little bag. Well, this is so tiny. It goes, you can hold it like this. You could hide it underneath the jacket. It's flat. So it's a bag that when in the right occasion, you can just, whoop, it appears. And when you want to, whoop, you can hide it again. It's small enough to disappear when it's unnecessary. But it's also big enough to make a statement and saying like, I am a Louis girl. You see what I mean? I'm telling you, the pochette accessoires is really the way to go for me when we're talking about Louis. Even though you gotta understand everything we've said before, like considering the fact that Louis is not necessarily, it's not even possible to have that one piece that does not shout, this shouts Louis. You have this bag and you're like, oh, okay, that's a Louis person. For better or for worse, right? And then comes Dior. Dior is really difficult. And mind you, I am completely gender bending the situation here. I don't really focus on female or male. Because, like I said, this bag for me can be worn by men and women, the Camellia as well, and this bracelet as well. By the way, the Champ d'Ancre, they make them in thinner, smaller sizes or thicker sizes. I have the biggest model. There's also a teeny tiny one. So you can get one that matches more your body shape. Very important. Also proportions, of course. But with Dior, it's tricky because there you got a very, very specific separation of genders when it comes to clothing. So, and we're talking luxury on a budget here. This is also why before I chose the cheapest, you know what I mean? Of Louis, for Louis standards, the most low-priced bag, entry-level bag. And for Chanel also, the Camellia is entry-level. And then for Hermes, this is maybe not entry-level, but it is 50 times cheaper than getting their bags. So, you know. Now, for Dior, it's tricky because you technically would really have to wear the new look jacket to be Dior. But the new look jacket is not luxury on a budget. The new look jacket is very, very expensive, several thousands of dollars. Now, if you're going to get it haute couture, tens of thousands of dollars. So it's not an option, right? So then I thought, well, you could go for the foulard. But if that's going to be just that one piece of Dior, it doesn't scream Dior from head to toe. It just doesn't, you know? The Mitza Twillies doesn't scream Dior from head to toe. The saddlebag, it screams Galliano for Dior, but it doesn't scream Dior from head to toe, you know? And I, truth be told, believe that Dior is really struggling to find its identity with like smaller objects, you know, something that a person can wear and everybody else says, oh, that's Dior. That's Dior. No, there is no such thing. Really, really difficult. And this is why I go back to perfumes when it comes to Dior. And I always say this, wear one of those intense Dior perfumes and you will smell of Dior. And that would be Hypnotic Poison or Miss Dior or Addict. Mass release or Sauvage. You wear Sauvage, you are Dior from head to toe, for better or for worse as well, because we know with Sauvage, it's a perfume we love to hate, we hate to love, you know, it's that douchebag that we love to hate, right? I love Sauvage, but I have my issues with it as well. But you wear Sauvage, and they're going to smell you a mile away. And in fact, Dior perfumes have more character than their clothing, than their fashion has since a long time now. So that's kind of an interesting thing to consider. And so that would be my list for you. Luxury on a budget. If you're to have just one thing from these major 4 luxury brands, because these are the major 4. Sure, there's a ton of other ones. And if you want, I can make more videos on all the other fashion luxury brands, but that are not on the pinnacle. You know, we could also talk about YSL. We could talk about Givenchy. We can talk about Gucci. We can talk about, you know, Armani and all of those brands as well. But these are like the 4, the big 4 for now. So for Chanel, the Camellia, Champ d'Ancre for Hermes, hands down, Monogram, Pochette Accessoires for Louis, and Sauvage or Hypnotic Poison for Dior. What are your thoughts about this luxury on a budget? One piece to make you look like you have a total look from a brand. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe and thumb up this video if you liked it.